Well, good evening, everybody. Hope you all are having a fantastic day. It is a wonderful day here in the great Pacific Northwest, but hope that you are having a great day. We are back from the NCL Breakaway Cruise, Group Cruise. What a week it was! It was so much fun. Had such a great time. Cindy, unfortunately, is not here tonight because she gets back home and she has like 400 and some emails that she has to deal with, and she's dealing with work and all that good stuff that comes along with that. So, unfortunately, she is not going to be here tonight. But wow, what a cruise, and all the people we got to hang out with. It was so much fun, and we are going to get into it. I've got to be careful. I can't give too much because next week, I know the show has just started, but next week we are having Chet and Robin from Sea Lake Journeys and Tom and Terry from TNT Adventures to Sea, and everybody that was part of the group cruise. They're all going to come on, and we're going to all really get more into depth of what the cruise was like, what we enjoyed, what we didn't enjoy, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything, and the laughter. Yes, the laughter. Oh my goodness. My cheeks still hurt, I think, from so much laughter and just having such a ball and hanging out with everybody. It was so much fun, and it was a great time. We got gifts. We just it was a great time, and so hope that I cannot wait to do it again. Did really enjoyed the NCL cruise. Was it perfect? Nope. And we will talk about that. Maybe some tonight. Definitely next week. But it was still great, and I'm still high, and got the sun, got a little bit of a tan going on, and everything. So had such a great time. I'm ready. I did not want to get off that cruise ship. I can't believe they kicked us off, but I did not want to get off of that ship. I was ready to go again. Luckily, we're going on another cruise in about 60 days or so, but it was a blast. We had such a great time. All right, well, let's see who is joining us in the chat, and then we're going to talk about some things. So, let me just quick say that I do want to thank everyone that's driving and listening, because I know people do that, and everyone that's watching the replay. Thank you so much. Y'all are a big part of the show, and we greatly appreciate all of your support. So thank you so much. If you could hit that thumbs up button, hit that like button, greatly appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing to our channel. We did gain some subscribers from this cruise, which is awesome. Want to thank you all so much. And we had such a great time. I'm going to try and keep it calm, but Cindy's not here to keep me calm. I do have Damn It Dolls with me tonight, co-hosting, but man, this still on cloud nine after this week. And it was so much fun. We needed this cruise. It was so much fun. All right, I'm going to settle down now. Sorry about that. But anyway, let's see who is in the chat now as I am rambling. We've got TNT, Tom and Terry. Adventures to Sea is in the house. Hello, nurse. Yeah, you're in the wrong chat there, Tom and Terry. Yep. And O2O, try it without the caps, because I'm not sure if Nightbot did your link, but if you try it without the caps, hopefully it does work. Thank you all for coming in. It was great hanging out with you guys this last week. And then in number 2 spot, we got Sea Lake Journeys is in the house. Welcome on. We're going to be talking about this next week. But y'all, let me just say this. Sea Lake Journeys is hanging out with Chet and Robin was a blast. But if you want to make plans and go do something, you got to keep them on their toes because they will make you miss a lot. They will make you miss a lot of stuff. You're gonna fall out. You're gonna miss stuff. We missed some things that we were planning on doing during the cruise. And they even made one of it. I felt so bad for Charlie, but they made Charlie miss an excursion. But anyways, we're going to talk about all sorts of stuff next week. But it was so great hanging out with Chet and Robin. Great couple. Tom and Terry, great couple. It was a blast, and it was great hanging out with you guys. And and if you could answer the poll, whether you have or have not cruised the Eastern Caribbean, and if you have, what ports have you been to? Chet and Robin say they've been to St. Lucia, St. Thomas, Barbados, so that's nice, St. Kitts, St. Martin, and the Dominican Republic. Yep, we went to the Dominican Republic this last week. It was so much fun, and we'll be talking about it a little bit. And Tom Terry said, we went to Miami. Does that count? Well, I don't think that's quite Eastern enough there, Tom, but yeah, we did. And we had fun. We're going to talk a little bit about our experience in Miami also. But that's, and then Mike Clock, we got the Clock Family Adventures in the house. How are you guys doing? Hopefully you are having a wonderful evening and everything's going well with you guys. Then we got Ross is in the house. Orange Comb Vlog. Welcome in. Howdy, everybody. Welcome in. Hopefully you are having a great day, sir, and everything is going well with you. And I'm really excited now. I'm getting more and more excited now after doing this cruise for our encore cruise next year and the Joy. I'm really looking forward to it because we had a great time. We really did. And then we've got Carnival Cruise Addicts is in the house. Welcome in, guys. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening and everything's good to go. And then we got Lori Barber is in the house. Hey, Lori, welcome in. Lori got to cruise on the MSC the week before, and Chet and Robin talked so much about how fun it was to hang out with Lori and her husband. My mind just went blank, but I can't believe that. How much fun they had on the MSC Seaside, I think it was, or Seashore. I can't remember. It was one of those two. But how much of a good time they had hanging out with everybody in the yacht club. Learned a lot, heard a lot about the yacht club. And how much fun they had with Lori and her husband and Cindy and her husband. Had a great time. And so that was awesome. And I can't wait to see all those videos too. They had a long 2 weeks, but they enjoyed every minute of it. And then Terry is in the house. Welcome in, Terry. Glad you are here again. It was fantastic hanging out with you and Tom and everyone else part of the group cruise and the Facebook page. So we had the group cruise, there was 11 of us within the group cruise, Tom and Terry, Chet and Robin. We had Karen and Linda and Teresa and Ginger and Charlie. It was a great time. We had so much fun. And it was great hanging out with everybody. And then we had the Facebook group also. And there was a lot of people there. We had a fun time doing the bar crawl and doing a postcard exchange and all sorts of fun things. So it was a blast. So glad that we had so much fun. It was such a blast. I'm still way up here. It was just so much fun trying to settle down, trying to keep it down. Hey, Scott, welcome in. Glad you're here, sir. Hopefully everything is going well with you and that you are having a wonderful evening tonight. And yes, I will let Cindy know that you miss her. She misses you guys. She misses everyone that we cruised with, having a great time. She's been sending messages back and forth with Robin and everything. They had a great time, and they had fun doing some things together and everything. So had such a great time. Hey Sherry, welcome in. Enjoyed your live tonight. Uh, um, you guys did a great job, you and Danny, listening about your cruise. And it was, I don't know what ships it were, but the day that we were at Great Stirrup Cay, there was two ships in at Coco Cay, which was awesome. So, and we had a great time there also. But it sounds like you guys had a great time on your cruise. So that is awesome. Let's see. Checking down. Oh my goodness. Oh, we got Misha Lee is in the house. Well, welcome in. I think it's the first time we've seen you. Welcome into the show. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, consider subscribing. Thank you for coming into the show. Hit that like button. But so thankful that you are here. Welcome. Hopefully I can keep down a little bit. We had such a great cruise on the NCL breakaway, and we'll be talking about there. Everything wasn't perfect. Everything wasn't perfect, but um, uh, but it was overall, it was a fantastic cruise. Being on a cruise is fantastic, but NCL is a great company and great ships, and we had a great time on the breakaway. But welcome in. Glad you are here. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for coming in. And Tom and Sarah says, well, we miss you and Sea Legs too, I guess. Yes. Yes, Tom. Well, we miss you guys. We do. And uh, we do. It was such a great cruise. We had so much fun. So much fun. So, and then Chet says, my first hurts from all the laughter. Absolutely. We laughed so much on this cruise. I don't, I mean, really, from the time we woke up till the time we went to bed, we were laughing. We were probably even laughing in our dreams. I mean, we had such a great time. So much fun. So, yeah. So welcome in. And Paul is in the house. Welcome in, Paul. Glad you are here, sir. Got to meet Paul on the cruise ship, part of the Facebook group. And it was awesome seeing Paul and talking with him and everything. It was fantastic. Oh, glad you're here, Paul. Thank you so much for coming in. And we're going to be talking some about the cruise tonight, some about it next week. Oh, actually, a lot about it next week. So we had a great time. So thank you for coming in, though. Glad you're here. It was a great time seeing you and talking with you and having some fun. So it was great seeing you, buddy. And Lori says, hate being kicked off. All lines do that. What a bummer. Absolutely. It is not fun when you're not ready to get off. But we had such a great time. So, and then welcome in, Marjorie. Glad you're here. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening. Marjorie says, I have done the eastern and western ports on Carnival Cruise Line and Norwegian. That's fantastic. Yeah, we're going to be doing Eastern Caribbean again. In fact, this same itinerary we're doing next year in November on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise on the NCL Joy. We're also doing Eastern Caribbean in October, but I can't remember what ports off the top of my head. And then we're also, and yeah, I can't remember what we're doing in October. We are going to be on the Carnival Miracle out of Galveston on a 9-day, but I can't remember what the ports are off the top of my head. But yeah, this is our first time to the Eastern Caribbean, and we had such a great time. It was hot at times, muggy, especially Puerto Plata. Oh my goodness, walking around Puerto Plata, it was hot. We'll get into all of that though. And then what's Tom say? Would like to take the fifth with some of the video. Yes. Yeah. And we're talking, there we took so much video, but there's so much that's not going to make it to YouTube when it comes to editing. Some of that stuff just isn't going to make it because we don't want to lose monetization or even get our channel shut down. So it's not, a lot of stuff's not going to get on there, but it's great memories, and it was a great time. It was a great time. And just says, I'm squeaking my captaincy like chicken now, Lori. Yes. I love seeing that on your guys' live there. He didn't bring it on the our cruise though, so I guess he didn't want to make sure he did not lose it. Hey, Kurt is in the house. Welcome in, Kurt. I will tell Cindy hi. I'm sure she is telling you hi too, and she wishes that she could be here right now. But can't take, folks, no problem. But welcome in, Kurt. And so glad you're here. Hopefully you're having a good dinner. I was texting Kurt earlier, and he was fixing dinner. So hopefully you're having a good time, sir. You and tell Marsha, hey. So welcome in. And Lori says, Chet and Robin are the best to cruise with. Yeah, we had such a fun time. It was awesome cruising with everybody. It was a fun time. Welcome in, Randy. Glad you are here, sir. Hopefully you are having a wonderful evening and everything's going good with you. Hey, Z, welcome in. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening, sir. Hopefully everything is going well with you. We miss a lot of stuff, but we never miss a meal. That is true. We never missed a meal. A lot of great meals. That's the one thing we never did miss was a meal. We had, and there was a lot of great food on there. But yeah, we never did miss a meal. That is for sure. And then Ross says, went to San Juan, St. Thomas. I can never pronounce this port, but Labadee. Wasn't impressed. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes my pronunciation isn't the best. So, but we enjoyed St. Thomas. It kind of rained on that day, but we did enjoy him. And Terry says, can't wait to cruise with you again. 2 years away is way too long. Let's do it sooner. Absolutely, Terry. We need to do it sooner. Terry and Tom booked the ABC's new group cruise that we're going. Everyone, you can book that one on the Carnival Horizon, going to Aruba, Bonaire, and Carousel. It's going to be a fantastic cruise. But to wait 2 years to cruise with you guys, fantastic. Hopefully we can find a cruise for all of us to hop on sooner, because we had a blast. All right. And hey, Kenny, welcome in. Thank you for sharing us out. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening, sir, and everything is going well with you. And Z says, I put some Fireball in my peach cobbler. What? Come on, Z. Fireball and peach cobbler. How was that? Did it taste good? I don't know. Has anyone ever pole danced on Umbrella Street? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes, we did a pole dance, and that was fun. Yeah, we had such a great time. Cindy and Junior. That's it. And yes, your husband's name is Larry. Thank you. My mind's kind of going blank sometimes, so I do apologize for missing their names. But yes, thank you so much. And welcome in, Denise. Glad you're here. No baby yet. Looks like next week. That baby doesn't want to get evicted. Yeah, well, it's gonna be great when the baby finally arrives. That's so exciting. Can't wait to see the pictures of the little one. And welcome in, Ron. Glad you are here. Ron, we can't wait for you to get on a cruise with us again. And hopefully it's not before, because I know you guys, I believe, are going on the ABC's new group cruise. I hope. Um, but yeah, hopefully we can get on another one before that also. And Scott Smith, you need to hit with us, get on the ship with us, buddy. So much fun. We had such a blast with everybody. Again, my cheeks are still hurting. Yep. Uh, Lori says we don't get off in ports anymore, so I don't really look at the itinerary. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, sometimes and the more we cruise, the more we're going to the same ports. There's been times when we haven't got off either, or if we're not going to be in a port for a real long time, then we just stay on the ship. All right. Well, let me get one more. A couple more. So Lori says we go for length, sea days, and price. Absolutely. And we do love sea days. We do love them. And then we got two real geeks are in the house. Well, welcome in. Glad to see you guys. Says, hey, how you been? It's been some time. It has. So glad to see you guys. Hopefully you're having a wonderful, wonderful evening. Haven't seen you guys around. I have been so slack sometimes on getting on other people's channels, and I apologize. But how are you guys doing? Glad to see you guys. Hopefully, you are having a wonderful evening. Everything is going good with you guys. And we've got Kathy Mills is in the house. Welcome in, Kathy. Glad you are here. Hopefully, everything's going well with you, and that you're having a wonderful evening. And hopefully we can get on a cruise together, Kathy. I heard that you were just on one too. Uh, when did you get off your ship, off your cruise, Kathy? And when were you in Perfect Day? Uh, let's see. All right, I am going to pause it there. And all right, so do you want to talk about some things on the cruise? Oh my goodness, we are 23 minutes in, and I haven't even started talking much about the cruise. So we had a great time, and starting with our flight going out to Miami. It was okay. We flew Southwest, which I'm starting to like Southwest more and more, especially with the two bags that you get checked in. Is a lot of fun, and we paid a little bit extra so could be in the first group, get on the ship, get on the ship, yeah, get on the ship, get be able to pick our seats, and really had, we're able to sit in some nice seats all the way. We had a layover in Chicago that was supposed to be an hour, that ended up being 4 hours. The flight kept getting delayed. So we got into Miami. Actually, we got to the hotel and about 12:30 in the morning, I think it was. Uh, it was um, it was a great. We stayed at the Hampton Inn and Suites. Maybe we got in earlier. It was pretty late. Yeah, I think it was after midnight. We stayed at the Hampton Inn and Suites, Blue Lagoon in Miami. Great hotel. Anyone that's going to be cruising out of Miami or just going into Miami for a few days, I highly recommend that hotel. It was fantastic. They serve breakfast every morning, which is included in the stay. Beautiful hotel. They have pools and sitting areas, and it was just a fantastic time. We really enjoyed it, and the price wasn't bad, and so we really enjoyed staying there. On Saturday, we did meet up with Tom and Terry with TNT Adventures of Sea, and Karen and Linda, and I believe Ginger and Teresa. Uh, I think that was everybody plus Cindy and I. I think that was everyone that was there, if I remember correctly. Tom, Terry, you guys can remind me if I missed somebody. but we were going to go to a Cuban restaurant, which was right across the street. We ended up going to an Italian restaurant, which was kind of kitty corner to the hotel, and it was good. It was called Amar de Pasta, I believe it was called, and it was good. Cindy and I shared a margarita pizza, and that thing was a medium size, and that was a really good margarita pizza. We really enjoyed it, and it was a nice restaurant. Um, I would recommend anyone to eat there. It's like a 5 minute walk, if that. That includes crossing the street. Be careful of the drivers, though. I almost got hit one time crossing the street because a driver wasn't paying attention when I had to cross. But it was a great time. That restaurant was really good. It's right next to the Walgreens, I think is the was it the Walgreens? Oh, it's right across the street from the Walgreens, next to QVC, something like that. So, but it was great. It was delicious, and so I highly recommend them. And Tom and Terry, you also can say in the chat if you like that restaurant. But I thought it was very good. I thought it was very good food, and it really had great conversation with everybody. It was a fun time to have by all. It really was. And then the next morning we got on the ship, embarkation day, and it was great. We went to the cruise port. It was $14 a person to go to the cruise port. The whole backing up a little bit, the hotel that we stayed at, the Hampton Inn and Suites Blue Lagoon, they do have a shuttle a free shuttle that will pick you up at the airport and bring you to the hotel. It stops running at 11 o'clock at night. So if you get to the airport after 11 a.m., then you're going to have to Uber, or I would do a taxi cab because it was actually cheaper than Ubering or Lyft. And so we just got a cab. What I did not realize, which was very interesting, is when we got into when we went to go find a hotel, taxi cab, because they stopped running the shuttle at 11 o'clock at night, and we landed at 11:10. So we just missed it, but it was fine. When we went to go get cabs, we found out that only one cab could go there. They had to be the blue one. We went to a yellow one, and they're like, nope, can't take you to the Hampton Inn and Suites. So I guess they have sections that, depending on where you're going, is the color of taxi cab that you're going to take. But it was great. It cost us, I think it was like $16 to go to the Hampton Inn Suites. It wasn't bad, and it was great. It didn't take long to get there, so it was all good. But just so you know, if you're flying in, if you're going to get in after 11 o'clock, then you will have to find a cab or an Uber Lyft. And I recommend a cab because the Uber and Lyfts were more expensive to go to the Hampton Inn Suites. So there's some advice for you. Make sure that your plane's going to land before 11 a.m. Or 11 p.m. so you can catch that shuttle. But the next day we got on the ship, and the shuttle, like I said, it was $14 per person to shuttle to the cruise port. It was great though. The shuttle driver was fantastic. Got us there, no problems. It was all good. And then we got at the port. Embarkation went really good. It went smooth. It was really good. I mean, there was no line at all when we got there. We did the early check-in. Our check-in was at 9:30 in the morning, and 9:30 to 10, and there was no line. We got up there. They did photo recognition, which I love because you don't have to pull out the passports. You don't have to pull out the stuff when you're doing that. They took our picture, and off we go up. The check-in upstairs was fast. I mean, everything went really, security just went really fast. And then we were sitting up there, big area, nice area to wait, and they had um, you know, drinks, water, and stuff like that while you're waiting to get on the ship. Met another gal. I believe her name was Donna, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. But I think her name was Donna, but I'm not positive, so I do apologize. But she is platinum with NCL, and we did not realize that we had a long lost cousin, but she did. She grabbed and she says, "Look," and she was part of the Facebook group. She said, "You're going to go on with me. We're going to go up there. We're going to tell them that you're my long lost cousin, and we're going to get you on the ship early." And they did. They let us go. She says, "Hey, they're with me. They're not platinum, but they're with me," and they let us get on early. So we got on the ship really. It wasn't long, so it was a great time. And then, wow, when we saw the breakaway for the first time getting on that ship, beautiful ship. Um, I think we got on deck 4 or 5, something like that. Maybe it was 7. Might have been deck 7 that we went on. I can't, but it was beautiful going in there and seeing everything for the first time. Beautiful ship. Really enjoyed it, and it was our first NCL, so it was great. Everyone was great when we first got on the ship and all that kind of stuff. It was great. We had an ocean view cabin this time. We don't do ocean views very often. Normally we do balconies, but we did an ocean view, and it was good. It was a little bit smaller of a cabin than what I was anticipating, but it was good. And we were on deck 5. We weren't that far from the elevator. We were forward of the ship. We were in the forward part of the ship. We've never done forward of the ship most of the time. We have always done midship. We did forward, and it was a smooth ride. I didn't know because, being in the forward or in the aft of the ship, sometimes you feel the movement a little bit more, but it was not bad at all doing that. So it was fun being there, and we were on a good floor. Like I said, we were on deck 5, and it was not bad. Um, and then let's talk a little bit about the food. Now we're going to be talking more in depth a little bit later. Well, next week actually, we are going to be talking more about the food and everything. But overall, the food was fantastic. Was really good. It really was. There was some things that surprisingly was not. And we've typically have only we have only Cruise Carnival, so it's all that we could judge it against. And the food overall was really good and better than Carnival. However, there were some items that Carnival actually did better. And one of those was I love eggs Benedict. And Carnival does a really great eggs Benedict. On the breakaway, anyways, I can only judge about the breakaway because that's the only NCL ship we've been on. The eggs Benedict was not as good, but overall, the food was fantastic. The buffet, my goodness, the buffet had so many options. Had never seen that many options in a buffet before. And Cindy really liked it because she loves Indian food, and they had Indian food options as part of the buffet, which every time we ate the buffet, she seemed to get the Indian food because it was good. I tried it; it was really good, and the food, there was a lot of options, and they had these statues on the ice cream thing that was made out of chocolate, and you'll see it in the videos. We have a lot of. I can't wait to start. I was starting to put all the stuff together today, and can't wait to try to get that out there. But they had these, it was like a dragon type thing that was made out of nothing but chocolate. It was really cool. But they had a lot of options. It was pretty, and the other thing that I really liked about it is the whole buffet was open all the time. They would open one side, and it's been about a half an hour, maybe not even a half an hour, 15 to 20 minutes, and they'd open up the other side. But the whole buffet was open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which was really nice. So there wasn't lines at the buffet. If we didn't get there early, sometimes it was hard finding a seat, and you'd have to walk around for a little bit. But there was no lines for the food in the buffet, which was really nice. All right, I'm going to go back over and check in with the chat a little bit. And Ross says the same itinerary will be on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. Absolutely. And I'm way behind. So I'm going to try and just get through all of these. And Tom and Terry says it's all about the company. Absolutely. We had a cruise of a lifetime. Letting what each other was thinking was hilarious. Absolutely. It was such a great time. I apologize if I missed some people. I am just going to try and get through all these really, really quick. People, and then Tom says, can't wait for the ABC's cruise. Absolutely. It's going to be a blast. Let me check as I'm scrolling down. Let's see. So the question is, who was the troublemaker on the cruise? That would be Chet and Robin. That's an easy one. They are the ones that will lead you astray, right, Robin? Absolutely. They will lead you astray. So they were definitely the troublemakers on this cruise. Hey, Bill, welcome in. Glad you're here. I'm going to give you a call right after this live, buddy, but thank you so much for coming in. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening. Lori says, sorry, leaning back and just listening. No problem, Lori. So happy that you are here and spending some time with us. Thank you so much for being here. We greatly appreciate it. And Lori says, I need to know when people cruise out of Jacksonville or Port Canaveral so we can try to join. Lori, we are cruising out of Port Canaveral next, not this coming November, but next year, 2025, on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. It's going to be a great cruise. A lot of people are going to be on this one. It's on the NCL Joy. And it's out of Port Canaveral, November 29th, 2025 to December 6th, 2025. You need to join us. It is going to be a lot of fun. Or I think it's December 6th. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So get a hold of me and I can get you a quote. We got some great rates, got great cabins. So come and join us. That would be a lot of fun. That's next year, 2025. And yep, Chet and Robin are going to be, they're going to be on the print. I think that's the Sun Princess in December out of Fort Lauderdale. So that's cool. They're really excited for that new ship coming out. And I thought I did. Hey, Cruising Koozies is in the house. Welcome in, guys. So glad you are here. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening and everything is going well for you. We really appreciate you guys coming in. So thank you so much. And Ron says the ABC cruise will be a blast. It will be. Cannot wait. And then Tom said, too bad I can't post pics, but that might become an issue too. Yeah, some of the stuff just needs to stay on that ship. Let me see. Let's see. Going down. Scott says, we're doing an ABC's cruise in November, but I would like to cruise with y'all. Well, I have lots of options for you, Scott. So get a hold of me. I mean, um, we've got 3 group cruises. We've got more than that. I mean, Clock Family Adventures has a group cruise on the Utopia of the Seas. Actually, 2 of them. You got the September 13th and September 16th, back to back, or you can do one side or the other. That's going to be a great one. They're a 3-day and a 4-day. We've got Eddie Lugo Studios has a group cruise on the Paradise out of Tampa in October over Halloween. And then next year, we've got the Encore on the NCL Encore going to Alaska in June of next year. We've got the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise in November 29th of 2025. And then we've got the ABC's new group cruise in April of 2026, April 11th of 2026. And there's some others. Plus, we're going to start talking about planning some other group cruises too. This one was so much fun. And I'll bet you I've got my group cruise list over there. I've probably forgot 1 or 2 that we have going on. But yeah, you need to come and join us, buddy. It would be a blast. Let's see. Yep. I must have missed Denise's content. I must have missed Denise's, but here it is right here. Let me open that one. So still, I haven't booked the ABCs yet. Don't know what I'm waiting for. What are you waiting for, Denise? Come and do it. We had so much fun on the Glory. Come and do it. Get on that Carnival Horizon. It is going to be a great cruise. What are you waiting for? Some great people have already booked it, like us, like TNT Adventures to Sea, Ron and his family. Who else is going on that? We've got Kurt and Marsha. I almost call them Chet and Robin, but Kurt and Marsha are going on that one, and the Moonlight Adventures and the Clock Family Adventures. A lot of people are going on that one. So come and join us. It is going to be a blast. And then Tom says, your cheeks are hurting the most. There was a lot of time we never saw y'all. Well, yeah, we got lost a lot. But hey, Clock, by the way, it's amazing. You weren't on this group cruise. You weren't on this ship. And lo and behold, we did not have any pineapples on our door. So the gig's up, buddy. We know it now. And let's see here. Let's see. Not those cheeks. Yeah. Okay. Yep. No. Let's see here. And Ross is talking about the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. It's gonna be a fun time. Let's see. And Kathy Mills says, I was on Lord of the Seas May 14th to the 17th. So okay, on Thursday, May 6th. Okay, so you weren't on there the day that we were at the day that we were at Great Stirrup Cay. You weren't there. Okay, gotcha. I just know there was 2 ships in that day. So we had such a great time at that port, also at that private island. Hey, Amy, welcome in. Amy's got a group cruise too. She's got the next Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise. The recipient is Roxanne, coming in October. So that's another one you can cruise on if you are looking for a cruise to get on. That's going to be a great one too. Let me see, going down. Y'all best be on the ABC's cruise. I'm going to start a Facebook page too with so many fun events after being with these peeps. We know you'll love the groups and cruise. Yeah, so we do have one group cruise that is a private one for anyone that books the ABC group cruise as part of the group. And if you book in a group, you do get amenities that you don't get when you are booking yourself. So consider you are going to get onboard credit, $100 onboard credit that you would not get if you booked yourself, more likely, unless you get one of those great casino deals. So we are, so get a hold of me and we can get you booked. And we're going to have a lot of great activities, a bar crawl. Probably we might do a cabin crawl and might do a slot pull and a lot of different stuff that we are going to be planning for that cruise. So come and join us. It is going to be a blast. And welcome in, Scott. Glad you are here, sir. Hopefully you are having a wonderful evening. I know that you just did an Alaska cruise, and I can't wait to see all of your content. I am sure you had a great, great time. Let me see. You guys are awesome. The chat is just going crazy, which I love. Love seeing you guys all talking to each other and everything. It is fantastic. All right, I think. And Lori says, I hear in Seattle is great Indian food. I miss carnivals. Tandoori, it was my go-to for lunch. Yeah, so the Indian food that they had in the buffet, which the buffet is called Ocean Cafe, and on the Breakaway, and it was good. It was really good. And I'm sure they'll have that on the Joy, Lori. So come and join us out of Port Canaveral. Let's see, but it was good. It was good. Let's see. And then Terry says, I also loved most of the food. A step up from Carnival for sure. Yeah, a lot of it was a step up from Carnival. There was good and there was some not so good. We only ate in the Manhattan room one time, and the service there was slow. It took a long time just to get our water refilled. So there's definitely things that NCL can work on. But it was, the food for the most part, like I said, there was some things that were weren't as good. But for the most part, a lot of the food was definitely a step up from what we found on Carnival, and we really enjoyed it. And we got Martina's Yarn and Crafts is in the house. Hola. Well, welcome in. Glad you're here. Hopefully you are having a wonderful evening. Wonderful, wonderful evening. Ross says, what's up with the rabbit reference? Okay. You're going to have to tune in to next week, Ross, and you will hear all about the rabbit. Yes. Like I said, we had a lot of fun. And the rabbit will lead you astray. It was fun though. So you got to tune in next week and we will talk about the rabbit. Absolutely. All right. Let's see. Yep. And Kenny is going to be on the joy. So we can't wait for you to be joining us, Ford Man, on the joy. That is going to be a fun time. Um, let's see. Oh, and Lori says, I love a southern cruise the best. Only port we get off of got off to eat is in Aruba, the driftwood. Very, very cool. We're doing Aruba in 2026, in April 2026. But it it was we can't wait for that one also. All right, I think I'm going to pause it there for a moment, and let me move that. All right, and we'll quick talk about a couple more things, and we are getting to countdown. We're about 9 minutes left, so we'll try and do just a couple more things. Like I said, I wasn't going to get real deep into stuff tonight because we've got next week's show, and y'all are going to want to come for that one. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your postman, get your dogs and cats and everybody to watch next week's show. It is going to be a blast. And then we're going to get more in depth about the cruise, about the ship, about the ports. And there's probably going to be a lot of laughs, and we'll try and get through it all. It's going to be a blast and cannot wait. Let's see here. But Puerto Plata was a lot of fun. It was hot there, though. It was very, very hot. Right at the port, they have a lazy river. They have a couple pools. They have bars and restaurants and a lot of shopping, everything right there at the port. And that's where we spent the day. And it was fantastic. The lazy river ran actually a little slow. And there was a little bit of line, but it wasn't too bad. I recommend anyone to bring your own. A lot of people brought their own blow up tube or some type of a floaty and to float around the lazy river because there wasn't that many of those, and you had to stand and wait for someone to give up one. So I'd recommend, and some people brought some ones that really got really small before they blew them up, and so that's probably what we're going to do. Also, another thing at that port is they have these day beds, and the day beds don't cost anything. You just got to get there early enough to be able to get one, and they're right next to the lazy river, and it was very, very cool. And so when we go there next year, we're probably going to get one of those. It was, it was. They looked really nice. Again, there was probably about 20 of them, I think. And so you definitely want to get there early, but I think it'd be well worth it. And they got the cover and privacy curtains and all that kind of stuff. And it looked really nice. And so that was a lot of fun. We had a great time there. Then we kind of walked around, and that's when it got really, really hot and muggy. But we did go see Umbrella Street and Pink Street. And those will be in the videos too. And had fun there. And then we came on back and got back on the ship and had a great time there. We had so much fun there. What's clock say here? I don't believe it. Well, believe it, buddy. I think we know now. We know, Mike. We know things now. It was this cruise was just so much fun, and as I really appreciate Mike because he was on the Luggage cruise, and him and I talked a lot about the ship, and in fact he was on our live talking about the ship too, and he was right about it kind of being broke up a little bit. Very true. It was very funny because we didn't even see the bowling alley till like day 2, I think it was. We actually saw it at the same time. I think it was when we came out of the show. Maybe it was on Monday. I can't remember. It was Monday or Tuesday. We finally saw the bowling alley because it was like just in a weird area. So, but We still love that ship, and it's a beautiful ship. Really enjoyed that. Uh, yes, taste and savor rock. So that's where we ate most of the time, is in either taste or savor. Great food there. Service was great. Staff was awesome in those in those two restaurants. Had a great time there, and that's where we ate most of the time. Most of our breakfasts and dinners was at Taste and Savor, and had a great time. Uh, at both of them. They really were good. Let's see. Let me see. Hey, Kenneth Bird, welcome in. Glad you are here, and hopefully you're having a wonderful evening. And so glad that you joined us tonight. And everything's going well with you. And so glad you are able to join us. And sorry I keep pausing once in a while. I hear our dogs, and they're like going crazy for whatever reason tonight. They just go bonkers sometimes. But blow up dolls. Wait a minute, Laurie. I said nothing about blow up. I didn't say blow up dolls. Blow up rafts or yeah. Blow. Oh my goodness. Now I gotta rewatch this to see what did I say. No, but they people brought their own blow up rafts things. So uh that is funny. Hey Mike, thank you so much for coming in, buddy. Have a good night. Have a great week, and we shall talk to you soon. And have a good one, buddy. Thank you so much for joining us. Hey, Will, welcome in. Glad you're here, sir. And hopefully everything is going well with you. So glad you're able to come in and join us. We're just talking a little bit about the breakaway we just got off. We had such a fun time. Oh man, we had such a great time. The entertainment was really good. We saw Burn the Floor. It was really good. It was like a Broadway production. It was very good. They did a fantastic job with that show, and it was so much fun. So if you get a chance to see that show, you need to see it. It was great. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed that show. And we are almost out of time, so I'm gonna cut it there. Everyone needs to join us next week. Next week, we're going to have Chet and Robin from Sea Lake Journeys in the house. We're going to have Tom and Terry from TNT Adventures to Sea in the house. We're going to have Karen and Linda and Ginger and Teresa and Charlie all in the house. Everyone that participated as part of the group cruise is going to be here, and we're going to talk about everyone's experience, the ship, the ports, the excursions people did. It's going to be a fantastic time. So make sure everyone joins us next week. Cannot wait. It's going to be so good. And so make sure you hit that notification bell so you know to join us next week. All right, everybody. Well, good. Make sure you go over and check out Nautical Nurse Nancy. She is coming up next. Her and Anthony and maybe their daughter Hannah. And so go over and check them out. And put in the chat O2O Raid and let her know we sent you her way. All right. Thank you, everybody. Hope that everyone has a wonderful evening and you have a fantastic week. And make sure you come and join us next week. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for coming in and enjoy our time that we spend together. And until next time, happy travels. We will see you out there.